Once again, this is your boy, the Beat Assassin, with another Talk to Him podcast, bringing you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So if you don't like the truth, this podcast ain't for you. Well, people, it never fails. Here comes mainstream media, right on point. You know, it's to the point where it's so sad to where they are so comfortable with looking in the camera and lying to our face. Like, mainstream media really take us for fools. Well, then again, they probably know, and they just don't give a damn. It's sad that how the lies they continuously to spit in our faces. Actually, they're spitting in our faces. You know, and it's like, it doesn't matter to them. Whatever narrative they want to push, whatever narrative they're pushing, they're going to get in front of that camera and read the prompter, plain and simple. We all know in 2020, Kamala Harris was, put in charge of the border. That's where the name Border Czar comes from. But right on point, here comes mainstream media. Now that she's running for president, all those lies that, all the truth, I should say, about her being the border czar is now trying to get covered up and washed off the internet. But we have the receipts. The one thing about the internet, you can wipe anything off the internet, but as long as people screenshotting and saving videos, it's going to be very hard to do. But by that being said, here comes mainstream right on point. The left wing pushing agenda, look in the camera, lie to your face as if we're crazy. But I got the receipts to back it up. We know Joe Biden made her the border czar. She was always the border czar. But now that she's running for candidacy, running for president, she's no longer the border czar, or never was the border czar. Mainstream, right on point. Let me stop talking and show you a clip of what I'm talking about. The lies never stop. They never stop. Mainstream media is going to do what mainstream media do. Kamala Harris is the border czar, and here's the proof to back it up. Check this out.
Quote unquote border czar. Vice President Harris was not a border czar.
Meantime, Vice President and border czar Kamala Harris facing some backlash.
What he said about Harris and immigration was not true. She was never appointed border czar.
And this will be her first visit to the U.S.-Mexico border region since she was appointed as the border czar by President Biden.
People gonna have to.
Let me stop right there. You see what I mean? We all know Kamala Harris was the border czar. But here comes mainstream media right on point, looking in the camera and lying to the American people as if our opinions or the truth doesn't matter. Let me get back to the video. Roll the clip.
Counter the misinformation. You already hear folks talking about the border czar. She wasn't the border czar.
President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the border czar.
Now, she wasn't the border czar. That's what Republicans labeled her.
They were very critical.
And now it's a Republican thing. As if what we're watching, mainstream media did not call her the border czar. Now she's not the border czar. Continue to roll the clip, please.
Of Kamala Harris, especially in her role as border czar.
Now what she's up against is folks lying about her border record, calling her a border czar.
Kamala Harris, who was appointed as the border czar.
The Biden team didn't declare her the border czar. They wanted her to work on kind of the root causes of immigration.
There has been so much criticism against Kamala Harris. She was the border czar.
Calling her sort of the border czar, which wasn't necessarily the case.
So the border, if they weren't planning to address it in a major way, do not make her your border czar. She met with some of the...
You see what I mean? Like, people, we have to wake up and understand that they don't have our best interests at all. Their main goal and main objective is to make sure the left always win. The left win the presidency. They don't care about high gas prices. They don't care about fuel prices. They don't care about any of the things that, hardworking Americans have to go through on a daily basis. And why is it always people with money, millionaires, always try to tell you how to use your vote or how to vote? Meanwhile, they're living in the Hamptons, they're living in big mansions in the hills, away from regular society, people like us and middle class and lower class people. This never stops. But at the same time, I'm gonna keep bringing you the truth. She was the border czar, now she's not the border czar. Anything to help Kamala Harris win, which ain't gonna happen. Meanwhile, please hit that subscribe, that like, and notification bell. I'm gonna keep bringing you these videos. I'm gonna keep bringing you the truth, and it ain't gonna stop. Thanks for checking out the video. I'll holler on the next episode.